Is AI or LLMs good at giving SEO advice to newbies? We kind of already talked about this.
Are we going to stay on this grammar trip? Because technically it should be our AI.
I didn't. I wanted to just give them a pass because we kind of
Okay.
laid into the last guy.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Part of a series of SEO discussions, advice for LLMs and users using LLMs, getting advice from the web and Reddit. A lot of people are turning to AI or LLMs for SEO advice.
We're very aware of this.
Yeah, so maybe we can dive a little bit deeper into this. What SEO tasks are LLMs good at? If you had to advise users, what would be good places to use AI? That's an interesting question. Are there any places that AI can help in the process, or is it all just worthless?
No, 100%.
I think the thing you want to avoid is using AI for content creation is like the biggest rule of thumb there.
I think anything that is analytical is a green light for sure. And even if you're worried that maybe yours isn't super accurate, you can make it simple. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you have a competitor where you're like, I want my site to be as good as theirs. How do I do that? Go to their website, right click, view source code, copy their source code. Paste that into your AI of choice. Do the same thing on your website. And then just say, compare these two and tell me how my website is not as good as theirs. And then it'll give you a list. And that's probably a pretty decent thing to do because it's just reading the code on both sides. We're in an attention economy, right? We hear that all the time. All that really means is we are sick of being fed crap. And so we will give our attention to unique, valuable, artistic things that are natural. That's why, you know, guys who are, I don't know if you've seen them on Instagram, there's the landscaper guys where there's those 3 Mexican guys.
Yeah.
And they just have them doing training stuff. People watch it because it's these dudes that are awkwardly trying to, like, kind of making fun of influencers, but it's not, but it's just unique. It's like genuine create. It's like simple humor, right? Let's put this guy from a different culture who's in blue collar industry in a situation that is normally like, you know, hot girl walk type.
Yeah.
Right? So it's funny. But if somebody is like, all right, I'm going to just show pictures of like European paintings and have like a quote over the top with trending music, and it's like, you know, Aristotle said that you like, there's already a million channels like that. It's worth nothing now. Worth nothing.
It's similar to what we talked about earlier. The easier something is to produce,
yeah,
the less value it has. I mean, bringing this into my world of filmmaking, Mandalorian and Grogu, Star Wars movies getting destroyed at the box office by these 2 indie filmmakers who made these low budget horror movies, and this billion-dollar industry is getting just smacked around by them monetarily, which is crazy. So it tells me that people are valuing real, like what you said earlier, real artistic integrity. Even when it comes to stuff like this, even when it comes to creating content on a website, I think it's the same principle. People are looking for real creativity versus this stale sort of corporate AI slop.
My biggest pet peeve, and we have clients that do this, is when through their actions people will say, I think your experience and knowledge are worth nothing. That's, I think, the danger with AI. How often, you know, do we get questions from people that are clearly AI generated and are meant in a way of saying, hey, all that experience, all that time you've put into it, I just know it all now. And clearly they don't, right? They're just feeding us what they've been fed. Time will wipe all that out, because when people are, eventually all those people are going to be told, cool, well, you go have fun with your AI toy and make it all work. And then when they can't build anything of any value, because AI will just continue to regenerate the same slop it's been giving to millions of other people. So everybody who's saying, hey, I need this amazing business idea that'll sell $1 million next month, go. Well, you and a million other people just got that same advice. So when all these people who are losers and don't know how to build their own stuff, if we're just being honest about it, right? If they're like, they're lazy, they want AI to do it all for them, and they want to make millions of dollars doing nothing of value. That's my definition of a loser. Eventually, they're going to have to go out and get a job and actually, what's the word? Like, actually contribute to society. To me, eventually it's going to level out where the creators will keep making money, the people with gumption and drive who actually want to go create stuff, because everybody is just going to ignore the obvious frauds.
Let's do a fun exercise. I'm going to go through these. When he says, can you use LLMs for these tasks? I'm just going to go through these really quick, and you guys answer yes or no. Publishing and hygiene, 404s.
Okay, what?
And maybe I'll do a countdown. I'll say 3, 2, 1, and you guys just give your answer yes or
okay.
no. 404s.
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Yes.
Yes.
Broken links. 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
No.
What?
Why?
I haven't found anywhere where you can go in and plug it in and it'll go fix those broken links. It
I
can
guess,
tell you what they are.
Are we trying to fix them or identify them?
Either one. Identify maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Identify, yes. Fix, no.
Okay.
Yeah, with AI, there's just no way for it to fix it unless you give it access to your code base, maybe. But Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you want to use AI as a tool to help you do your job, not to do your job. But yeah, if I want to try and like find like broken links and stuff like that, I've used AI to help find those things. But yeah, it's not gonna fix it. It'd be like, here's your list. Have fun with this. Go fix it.
Let's go based on that. If it's helpful for identifying, unless they specifically say do this thing.
Automating basic tasks. Meta descriptions. 3, 2, 1.
No.
Why? What is a meta description? I don't know.
When you see the link on Google, when you see the
yeah,
blue
yeah,
link, and then
yes,
below that, that's your meta title, meta description. Yeah, you would essentially, it's worse than if you're like, hey, have it write a blog for me, and it's unique.
That violates rule number 1, content creation. So meta description would be content.
Alt text, is that similar?
Yeah.
XML sitemap management. 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Internal linking. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Joseph's looking.
I think internal linking has to be kind of sporadic and wild to add value.
What is internal linking?
If you have one blog post that references like another one.
Okay.
So let's say you do a blog post about proper cat pedicures.
It's a crazy pull.
Yeah, right. And then you have another one that's like how to keep your dog and cat from fighting. Then on that one, you could just be like, also, a good way is to keep your cat's feet nicely pedicured. Click here. So that's internal linking. So you do want to link throughout your site, but it needs to be relevant. In my opinion, I can't really back this up, and I don't really care to like go really research it. But I think if you use AI to manage that, you're going to end up with exactly 3 internal links on every single blog, and they're all going to like be 500 words in and all this kind of stuff. And again, people who actually put effort in will be rewarded. And so are people going to want to read a blog that's the same slop over and over and over again, or one that is kind of hard to predict?
If you guys take away one thing from this episode, it should be effort is rewarded.